And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
You hear that song, you know what time it is.
Oh, that means it's 6 p.m. Eastern.
6 p.m. Eastern time for a live Bonfire.
Live and new.
Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Big J. Oakerson, Dan Soder.
I got the juices pumping through me now that I know we're live.
At the Bonfire SXM on Twitter. Follow along live. Follow along live. You can listen to us in real time as you follow along live.
I was part of a riot last night. Don't fuck with me.
Oh, Soder's all goosed up from ripping apart Cleveland.
I tore it apart with the winning champion Cavaliers. Thanks to all the campers who came out to my summer residency, the longest week I've ever lived in my life. I want to appreciate everyone that came out. Tyler, you're an angel among men, and all the other campers.
Did LeBron James throw you his headband after they won?
Yeah, all the way from Oakland.
He pointed at you and he was like, "Here, kiddo."
He went, "You got the juice now."
Oh, you know what's funny? I was so busy yesterday I didn't realize that they won away.
They won in Oakland.
Oh, that's always the most hilarious, worst way to do it.
Yeah, you win in someone else's house.
I remember in 2000 when 99-2000 when the Iverson Sixers lost to the fifth game that was the closed it out of the series against the Lakers, like in Philly. And it's like the ticker tape thing that still falls down on a bunch of sad people.
Yeah, I just like people with confetti on them that are just upset.
Yeah, like this whole season was for nothing, and it's be like explosions and happiness.
Everybody's happiest moment of their life, and you're like,
people high fiving. Aaron McKee's crying in a corner.
Oh, hey guys, yeah. Who is your crusty white center?
Matt Geiger.
Matt Geiger, a.k.a. substitute math teacher face.
The guy, T-Mac, Todd McCullough.
Oh, yeah, you guys were great. What a bunch of crusty guys on that team besides Iverson.
It was Iverson and some dudes.
A pickup game.
Tyrone Hill, they were all unattractive.
We talk about the Cleveland riots all next week on the Bonfire on Monday, so if you're a Cavs fan, just enjoy your parades and stuff, and then next week we'll gloat about how awesome it was to be in Cleveland when they won the championship. Because we have more pressing issues. More importantly, everybody get a hand at it. How awesome the special came out. Big J. Oakerson's live at Webster Hall. Premiered on Friday. I watched it in my hotel room with Ben, who was featuring for me. It was unbelievable, dude. It came out fucking great. I watched the regular version, and then I smoked pot and waited for the other version to come on, and then I watched that version. I watched both versions.
Both versions?
One version I was in bed.
Was the second one totally uncensored?
It was more uncensored. There was still a couple bleeps, but like one of your jokes where you said 8 vagina, they bleeped 8.
They bleeped 8. I pointed that out on stage. It was crazy this weekend that they did. They bleeped the word 8, like the context.
You go, I've had my face in some grisly vaginas, and I still boop them, and I was like, you said 8.
8. Weird thing to bleep.
But, man,
context.
Did it come out great? It looked beautiful. That was the coolest intro of a special. And I saw that intro. Christine showed it to me right when you guys were done. When you guys had it kind of in the box. And it was funny because my special hadn't came out yet, and mine just looked like an unplugged version of yours, because yours is like, mine's just me walking to the stage like, hi, I'm Dan. I'm going to tell some jokes. Hey, look at this gray shirt I bought.
Your fucking special was fantastic.
Yours was, let's rub wieners.
That was it was.
I'm so you know that thing that they say, that bullshit thing, FOMO, fear of missing out. They say it's done on social media. That's a real thing. I was super bummed out that I missed Skankfest, and all these fucking the drunk crew of the Bonfire Friday night, Lou, Andy, Jacob, everyone's sending me all these kissy photos of everyone just loving each other, and I'm just in a cold, dank hotel room in Cleveland. You're lucky I had my PlayStation 4. I would have jumped out of the fucking window.
Jacob was tossed. We gave him 3 thimbles of vodka.
I imagine it's like
down the mall.
You know, like in a cartoon where a mosquito lands on a puddle of whiskey, then flies different.
Yeah.
When it leaves, I imagine that's Jacob.
I've landed in a pool of vodka.
Dude, Jacob just went off and went native for a while. Like Merkface came over to me and goes, I guess Lou and Jacob left. And then just like an hour and a half later, they just kind of reappeared.
I just imagine Jacob coming out of somewhere with just paint all over his body.
No, and Lou goes, Jacob was out there talking to some girl for a while. And Merkface like, yeah, he was talking to some girl. And Jacob's so drunk, he just goes, hi, I love her.
I'm going to marry her. That's going to be the woman that has all my tiny Jacobs.
He goes, it's a friend. I go, what's her name? He goes, I don't know. It's a friend of someone Christine knows, sort of.
Jacob courts women like it's the 20s. Hey, you caught my eyes when you walked in. Guess what? My name's Jacob. I can do push-ups.
I'd like to take you out for a nice meal.
Don't worry, I'll let you order for yourself, because I'm a modern gentleman.
Wait, step aside, ma'am. There's a puddle there.
Oh.
Let me lay down my tiny jacket.
Or how about I just do a push-up over it and you walk over my back like a bridge?
I'll bridge this puddle.
Skankfest, a huge success, a massive success.
It started with the special premiere, which was we offered people to be able to come early for Skankfest to watch that.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure everyone did.
That's awesome.
I'm pretty sure everybody
that had Skankfest tickets
showed up for it. The girl who I talked to in the special, the short blonde-haired girl, was like, she didn't come to the actual she didn't come to the special premiere. It was pretty funny. No, not your Christine.
Not other Christine. Who made the special, by the way.
Yeah, she's all over it.
Full-fledged, by the way. I didn't have my glasses.
But she, the girl I was talking to in the front there, with the short blonde hair, didn't come to the special premiere, was there for all of Skankfest, though, and she was like, oh, I just know I'm going to walk around and everyone's going to be like, that's the girl from the special. It was so hilariously like, but she's 19 and doofy, but she's such a pretty girl, though.
You're almost like,
but bonkers.
You're almost like, are you here just to gloat in the fact that you made the cut of a special?
She was one of those people, she wanted to keep making it appear as if she was unaffected by meeting everyone and being there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was. She was there for every minute of both days of Skankfest, and she was every time she was just kind of like, every time you talk, it was like almost like she's bothered. Like, I guess I'll go over here and talk to people now. It's like she was so thrilled to be there.
You want to be like, hey, you're not. This festival isn't named after you.
She's 19.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what it is.
That's what it is. It was 100%. She was 19, but she was a sweetheart. She didn't mean anything. No harm by it. But everyone showed up big for this special. You were sorely missed.
I was just, they just tweeted it out at the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. That's the picture I received on my phone at fucking 1:15 in the morning as I just laid there eating Twizzlers in my bed like an asshole.
Your leftover Twizzlers from the game?
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you can tweet that out. You can tweet my sad hotel picture. Yeah, I was eating my Game 6 NBA Finals Twizzlers that I bought because I bought a fucking family size.
You bought family size Twizzlers?
At Quicken Loans Arena, they sell a bushel of fucking Twizzlers that I bought.
Are they actually Twizzlers, though?
Yeah, they were Twizzlers.
Do you know, Christine, I believe Carla and Isabella are both sitting in studio, too. I believe Carla backs this up. Prefers red vines?
I'm on board. I like red vine better than Twizzlers.
Red vine tastes like medicine.
Okay, well, you taste like mean right now. So you sound like
You don't think Twizzlers are better?
I think red vines are better.
Do you mean that?
I mean that wholeheartedly.
I'll be honest, if I knew this information a year and a half ago, we wouldn't have a radio show.
And you know what I would do? I'd walk away because I don't like the fact that you like your candy with ridges. Why can't you be softer? You need to be a nicer human being. Why do you need all those firm ridges? Carla and I can enjoy nice red candy that's got a little bit of taste of medicine in it.
No, not me.
So you know it's working.
I like a licorice that's been twisted hard, made to stay as such.
I want a good, smooth red vine.
Can we get an update from Jacob? Did anything come of any of this love you were laying out at Skankfest?
No. I was talking with her, and then
I thought we were certainly going to get you laid.
Were people blown away to meet you?
I wouldn't say no. No, I wouldn't say blown away.
You're subtle. You're a subtle man. I think he is.
They were so excited to meet him in Miami.
Well, here's the great thing.
That was great.
Yeah, people in Miami were pumped.
I would have got him some ass in Miami, perhaps, but he was with his like his sister-in-law and his brother, which I felt was weird. But he said on the last bonfire we did that he would have walked away from that, but then he buckled. I said that guy I know brought hookers. And I was like, should have thrown over to Jacob. She was like, I would have done it.
Yeah.
But then in hindsight, yeah.
No way.
You seem like a nervous Nelly with stuff like that, possibly.
That would have freaked me out, yeah.
You worry about like disease and all that stuff?
Absolutely. And I would have felt shitty also.
I feel like you do a lot of preparations before sex. Like you light a candle and then you put down like a towel.
and you're like, this is our lovemaking towel. Try not to go on the sheets. Mother gets upset when the sheets get ruined.
He was in a towel. He goes, I'm a real puddle maker, if you know what I mean.
Once I start drilling, nothing but oil. The viscosity of what you're going to release is going to rip right through the sheets.
I might break something deep inside of you, so you should probably be prepared. These sheets are Egyptian cotton.
Would you say you're advanced at yoga? You're probably going to need that. I need you to get...
Have you ever seen Jean-Claude Van Damme's Kickboxer? Because I need you to do similar moves.
Are you familiar with the first Lethal Weapon, where he pops his shoulder out? Can you do that with your hip?
I've never loved... I wanted to kiss him on the mouth when he goes, I love her, man.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I like this. Brian in New York City. Brian says a volunteer at the Skankfest. What's up, Brian?
Hey guys, what's going on?
What's up, dude? So you said at what's going on? Someone got to experience Sweet Lou Dogs.
Oh, this is Brian Murray. This is Brian. You know Brian and Jessica.
Yeah. What's up, dude?
Yeah, hey buddy. Well, Lou Dog was tossed as well.
Yeah. I love a good drunk Lou.
Lou gets flipped quick.
Dude, I'll tell you this. And Lou gets like drunk, like dad friend drunk. Like your friend's, like your dad's friend that you're like, oh, that's what adults look like when they're drunk.
We had a little green room area in the back where we did some things,
okay.
I guess you would call it.
Yeah.
And he was kind of swinging in the corner there, and all of a sudden something gets passed to him, and he goes, you guys are great. I could tell already.
So Brian, you got to see firsthand why we fell in love with Lou immediately.
And then some. He goes, oh, yeah. And then Jay goes, oh, Lou, here, let me take that. And he goes, I'm like, Lou Dog. He's like, yeah, let's fucking catch it on, Lou Dog.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, Lou gets, he turns into a cuddle monster. He goes,
I'll tell you, I just want to put some drinks in him just to snuggle up with him after these shows sometimes.
He really does a total love fest. And I like it. It's those moments where it's like, just two guys with a hand on each other's side of each other's necks and just being like, oh man, this is gonna be forever,
guys.
But I drank enough that I was definitely going around the room. I go, we're doing Bonfire for 20 more years, man, at least.
Fuck Soder, he can stay in Cleveland. Oh God,
I hope he gets caught up in a riot.
Is this on Snapchat? I hope the Cavs losing a bus crushes them.
I think he gets smashed down in the thing.
I hope that big-headed loser gets stuck in that fucking fire river. Brian, thanks for calling in, and thanks for reporting about Lou's sweetness, because it's true.
Thank you for all your help, too. Brian and Jessica were,
of course, buddy. We love you.
Volunteered to help at Skankfest, and they were huge. They helped as far as to become, like, extra players in Ha the Musical we did.
Which, by the way, loved the video of the rehearsal.
The rehearsal was nothing like... Here's the thing. We did Ha the Musical... at the Triad Theater.
Of course, I was there
several times now.
I saw it.
We've probably run at least 11 shows, maybe.
Yeah.
And it's a theater crowd, you know what I mean? Like the theater crowd comes out, and then friends and family and stuff comes out, which makes it kind of fun, and everybody's into it.
I've talked about this on the show before, but I got the greatest experience.
You went to the
ever.
matinee one.
I went to the matinee. And
that
watched
was
sitting in front of Dave Attell and David Spade.
Yeah, when they were just going for it,
and they were making fun of the show. It was one of the greatest.
But
things.
that's like but picture like that kind of audience, like with all, like, so the comics are there, and then rabid fans, who were so the reaction was like nothing we've ever had before.
They're going crazy.
That music. They were going fucking nuts for it. They love this musical, and then Louis J. Gomez, God bless him, solo singing. There's maybe nothing better.
He's a showman.
It's all show. It is minimal talent.
But I'll tell you this though. But they tell you that. They sometimes say with professional athletes that it's the drive that gets them over.
It's the belief in who you are. And that's the Puerto Rican rattlesnake. And he believes in that. And he goes out there.
Real ass dude.
And he cannot sing even sort of. But God, that he throws so much into it. He is the best. He's the heartbeat of that goddamn, that musical.
He really is. And there were so many great shows like that all weekend long on Skankfest. I saw all the podcasts that were going on. Stanhope, Brian Redbands.
Doug Stanhope, who, by the way, and Jason's calling from New Orleans to say this, but you could tell him thank you. I know that Doug Stanhope shouted it out on Stern this morning.
It's great.
On Howard Stern, he called out. He said Stern so unaffected. He goes, yeah, I was at Big J. Oakerson's Skankfest yesterday. And Stern's like, just like, and then what'd you do after that? And like, he had no interest at all.
It'd be funny if Stern just looked at him and went, cool. And stood the thumbs down. Oh, is that where you were? Hey, come on, man.
But he also mentioned that I reminded him, because he was so hammered, I guess, in the Practical Jokers cruise, that I reminded him that he did that like fat ugly people party. He decided to throw in the hot tub while it was raining.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and he just like bloomin' onioned it with full of like just Midwest huge people.
It's probably one of my favorite stories besides Norman getting laid on that cruise.
It's so great. Well, it was nonstop. Norman getting laid on that cruise. That's 15 stories.
Oh, it's like his game of death. Have you ever seen that where he has to go up through level by level in Bruce Lee? Norman's got to fuck his way to the top.
It's like the Judge Dredd movie.
I am the dick.
I'm just trying to fuck you.
That's so.
It was a magical night. We had one of the things listed which was pretty hilarious, was the drug show. That's like that Creek kind of thing. And I guess someone did mushrooms, someone did ketamine, somebody did all kinds. No, they didn't do it. No, I know the show didn't happen. And then there was just these poor, like, 5 people just whacked out on. They canceled the show. And then these people were like, I've never tried this before, and I'm in the rabbit hole now.
Dude, what an awful thing to try and then get canceled on, because you have the heartbreak of being canceled on. So
I couldn't guess what ketamine does to you.
It's cat tranquilizer.
It's horse tranquilizer, but 3 people.
I thought it's cat tranquilizer. I thought it's cat tranquilizer. It's horse?
Yeah. Ketamine is?
Special K.
I thought it's cat tranquilizer.
I thought it was cat tranquilizer.
Of course.
I mean, I'm not.
Well, Christine, you work for the goddamn show. Look it up.
I'm not worried. I'm also not going to question Christine's knowledge after Crack Corner.
Crack Corner, Christine.
Ketamine is. Oh, it's a tranquilizer.
It's definitely but I'm pretty sure it's cat tranquilizer.
All right, Lou. Lou's all fired up.
Yeah,
I've been around the block.
That's what I'm taking. That's what I've been taking to take the edge off.
Yeah. I better get whacked out before I meet Vetter.
Oh man, Eddie would love you on ketamine. What is it? Did you find out?
It just says animal tranquilizer. You can get it from animal hospitals.
I love your smoky, your lost voice.
She's wrecked. Her voice is wrecked.
You sound like you've just been up. It sounds like you do a late night call show.
Christine's off her game a little bit. You can see because I was like, "What is it? Cat tranquilizer, or horse tranquilizer?" And she just sits back and goes like, "I don't know. It's crazy. You're sitting in front of a fucking computer.
She's like,
it's the whole thing you wanted to do."
She just goes like, gives you a thought, right?
Yeah, it's like, it's one of those. Who cares?
Wow, crazy, right?
Show didn't happen anyway, man.
High five, bud.
Well, fucking Lewis says yesterday, starts announcing in the middle of the day he's super sick and then just upping everybody's shit all day also. He's like drinking Theraflu. He's like, I really feel terrible. Like saying that like into my mouth.
Just speaking those words into your mouth.
Hey, I think my spit's very contagious.
Want to make out? So you, I mean, dude, what a fucking weekend. You had the special come out on Friday. Skankfest all day Saturday, all day Sunday.
Major success, Skankfest. It really was packed. Everyone, I can't thank the people who came out enough. I mean,
I really was there was moments where I couldn't look at Instagram or Facebook. Number one, because Lewis was wearing that goddamn straw cowboy hat.
The cowboy hat was great.
It really made me want to fucking kick it off.
I got it at 7-Eleven.
But I really was having like almost like a fear of missing out. Like, oh man, I wish I was up there.
You did miss out.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, but no, dude, you had to do a summer residency. You made a commitment. You have to stick to your commitments.
I did it for the arts.
The beauty is, I think we could almost say with certainty Skankfest 2 will be happening next year, and that we'll make sure, Dan, that we're going to make it a real thing so you can take off that weekend and be, a major part of it.
I might have to spend 3 weeks in Dayton.
Yeah.
I'm doing my Midwestern crawl.
He's got to get through.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I mean, next week I have to do next year I'm going to be in Peoria, Illinois for 2 months. What's this video?
I'm doing Minneapolis month.
What's this video?
It's just a little clay Dave Smith hiding inside Nell's boobs as she pulls her shirt down.
Keep playing the video. Play it again.
I put pennies in the dog food.
Yeah. Well, that
was not quite as tawdry as you made it seem like it was going to be.
Listen, you know me. I'm Vanilla Dan.
Oh, hang on. Joni in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Hey, Joni, you said you have some ketamine info.
Jody, are you a ketamine expert?
You're in Kentucky, so I assume you...
I'm a legit expert. I use it every day on my patients.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I thought you were
calling us from just scratching your own skin off in a corner somewhere.
Sorry, I had to pull myself away from this scratch post to make this call.
No, I'm a veterinarian. I use it on cats, dogs, and horses.
All right.
So it's
maybe some other species, but that's what I know you can use it for. So
it's just like different dosages, I assume, right? You don't boot up a cat with a horse dose, do you?
You go, hey, you want to watch this orange tabby flipping shit? Hey, you guys want to watch this cat take a long ass nap? Some horses. Hey, he's like, I like to underdose the horses.
Just laying on his back, looking at different clouds. It looks like a sailboat. Have you ever tried it, Joni?
no, I had a friend that did it, and she would not let me use it on her horse because she said, "Nah, that shit's bad."
Really?
I was like, well, I've got to use it on your horse.
I just imagine Jody going, one for you, one for me.
She wanted her horse to be brave like Dalton in Roadhouse. Pain don't hurt.
What was the movie where they jumped the horse off the high dive?
I don't know.
It's like a Disney movie.
Oh, is it a cartoon?
No, it's a real life movie where they like
a horse went off a high dive in a Disney film. That seems like that's not illegal.
Swear to God, check that shit out. It was about the 1920s where they used to Coney Island.
I think it was about Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken. Is that
yes, that's exactly what it is. Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken.
They went off a high dive?
Yeah, do you want to see a fucked up movie?
Nailed it?
Yeah, I mean, the horses go in the pool, but it's about this girl.
It's like, look, it wasn't a 10 dive, but it was a solid 8.5.
I mean, that equestrian got all the way in the pool.
There was no splash.
It's the perfect drop.
It's perfect, goes in.
Yeah, that movie was fucked up. They used to let us watch it at date when I was in kid jail.
Is it fucked up?
Yeah, there's like a horse that doesn't want to go off, and then it throws her, or someone dies. I don't know.
Well, it's that we found out on Legion of Skanks last week that the movie Milo, is it Milo and Otis?
Yeah.
Like I think there was like 35 Milos got killed, 2 Otises.
Wait, check up the stats of Homeward Bound. Do you remember the movie Homeward Bound? See how many dogs died in that. Dogs.
Do we lose a lot of dogs? It's a dog holocaust. Someone called in Justin Silver just saying, "Oh, there's a problem with dogs."
Oh, Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken. She's blind or something. See, and then they jump off.
So like if a horse can do it.
See, here she goes, and then they. See what I mean?
What the Christ?
It's just a horse off a high dive into a puddle.
Somebody should edit that to make the horse do the triple Lindy from Back to School.
Yeah. Hey, we're all gonna get glue. Hey, everybody, we're gonna get carrots.
Hey, we're all gonna get wigs.
Rodney Horsefield.
We're all gonna get weaves.
You're telling me Elmo's cool. Could have been in the Kentucky Derby.
We're gonna get weaves.
Yeah, I want to see how many dogs died. Dogs died in Homeward Bound.
Do you think this is going to be a mean thing? Christian in Maryland? Christian?
Yeah, hey, man, it's really nice to talk to you. I saw your special last weekend.
Oh, cool, man.
I can't remember what city you're in, but you're hilarious, man.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Hilarious. I enjoyed the whole special, especially when you talked about that chick and her boyfriend. I mean, when she saw the Asian guy's penis, she said it was a tiny dick. And then you just completely, I thought she was going to leave, but she didn't. It was hilarious. But
she just leaves a special. That'd have been great if someone actually just walked out angry.
They leave it in?
Yeah, because remember that awkward moment when someone left? It says you didn't know what I looked like. You couldn't believe it. That was funny. I thought you were going to be like...
I couldn't. No, because I've only listened to you guys' talk show. So I've never seen what you guys actually look like. So I saw your special, and I automatically started crying laughing because I couldn't believe that was you.
Oh, it's so funny, man. I appreciate you watching. You know, it's funny. Thank you so much, Christian. Thanks for the call, man. I appreciate it. And I'll tell you what, it's going to make a play later for what people would assume we look like, I guess, from our voices.
Oh, that's great. I can't wait to
It does make a play later. Such a great reveal.
It is such a great reveal. Wait, is that from Homeward Bound? That is from Homeward Bound?
We found out.
So Christine found me this clip it's called Yes, Animals Were Harmed in the Making of This Motion Picture. It's an article on Huffington Post. And one of the quotes says that they had to throw a cat in a river who would come up humorously like a little hero and get out and then continue on his determined way. They had a dozen cats on set that day to replace the ones that didn't come up.
Just keep whipping them in the water?
Yeah. Dude, that's so funny where they're like, hey, how's lighting? Good. And cat wrangler? Set. And action.
He goes, go, go, go.
Is he coming
launching
up?
Him?
Is he coming up? Is he coming up? Cut. Grab another cat. Can we get another cat? Dude, that's so crazy. When did they start really caring about animals dying in movies?
They said like every animal on the Beastmaster movie died.
Really? Even the ferret?
They lost a ferret? Oh, how ironic that the Beastmaster couldn't
Lou
keep
told
it
me
in
that
life.
they used to give Mr. Ed, the horse, like crushed glass to chew on.
I thought it was peanut butter. I thought it was peanut butter in the mouth.
No.
Lou's parents just wanted to make him callous.
Christine, look that up. That can't be right. Crushed glass.
Crushed glass.
Mr. Ed's just his colon's getting shredded daily.
Yeah, his gums are just all bloody.
Did you know they made Mr. Ed's mouth move? They make him eat light bulbs. Holy shit.
And then they'd show him pictures of his mom getting turned into glue.
Yeah.
They'd go mental.
His mom's the dog food factory.
Yeah. They tell me never win a derby. Run your mouth, glass teeth.
Does it say what Mr. Ed is?
It says some believe Mr. Ed.
Really? Holy shit. I can't even believe you're going to give me an old-time New York story like this.
I can't believe I got to work a double at the diner tonight.
I remember the first time I did Summer Stock. It was 1965. I did Midsummer Night's Dream. I played a little monster thing in the woods. Now, the last thing I can tell you was I had so much fun that summer.
I jerked off Joey Ramone in a Cadillac in Flushing, Queens.
On our way to Studio 54.
Swear to God, I remember this. I remember a very, very drunk Frank Sinatra said, "I'll give you a 20 if you tinkle on my feet."
1981, a colored fella walks up. He's hitting on me. Comes out. 10 years later, it's a young Wesley Snipes. Had I known now,
Also, I wouldn't have known that. Had I known he knew karate, I wouldn't have told my boyfriend to take a level off him. Take his head off.
Level this motherfucker.
Well, what I got up here, it says some believe Mr. Ed was tortured to perform stunts, including the use of glass shards under his lips to make him move his mouth. He was also forced to perform stunts that were not suitable for a horse.
Like what?
Like
that's all it says. I'll find another one.
Like pre-algebra. They made him just do hard things that a horse couldn't do.
And then they put glass in his mouth so they can go, I can't do this math.
Oh, you guys are making me feel stupid.
You know I'm not a strong reader.
Why do you keep putting up broken beer bottles under my lips?
Why are you taping a pen to my hoof?
Please stop making me do standardized tests.
Do the test, Ed.
I know. You know, multiple questions gives me the willies.
I'd rather jump off a high dive.
What, are they going to make a movie about that?
Oh, shit. Tim in New York uses ketamine every day in the ER. Tim, are you just booting people up trying to make them forget about their pain?
You go, hey, don't worry about these stitches after this.
Hi, yeah, that's exactly what we do. We use it a lot on adults and kids. On kids, it works really well, but it makes them salivate really bad.
Oh, perfect.
It's hot.
Why this kid can't get enough of my body?
In adults, it has what's called an emergence reaction, meaning they come out of it as they're like coming out, they start having crazy hallucinations. And older adults especially, they can be like quite terrifying hallucinations, like they're seeing like the devil and
Jesus. Hey Tim, what's the sleep medication that Michael Jackson was on for like anesthesia? It's
called fentanyl.
Propofol?
No, propofol.
Propofol.
Milk of amnesia, they call it, because it's white.
Dude, I'll tell you this, man. If people are coming out of ketamine all freaked out, you need to give them some of that, because I came out of that wanting to fucking love everybody.
What, that propanol?
Yeah, dude. That was what I had when I had my endoscopy.
Oh, really?
That's when I woke up. I was like, I felt fucking amazing.
Like, I could jump out of the window of this hospital, probably lay on my feet.
I can fight all of the NYPD right now. Line them up.
Line them up.
I know, but I came out of it and asked for more, and the lady was like, "No."
Christine, can you possibly look up people coming out of ketamine things?
Also, can you look up that time that you gave a ride to a young Mick Jagger to a gig that he was late?
He gets in the back of my Bentley. I go, this guy's got a face made for radio. Little did I know.
I go, a man in leather pants. Never catch on. What do you got? You hog half hard on the cover of a fucking record label or something? Get in the back, shut up. We listen to the music that I like.
The guy's only 23 years old. He dresses like a young Gallagher.
Tim, thanks for calling in and thanks for letting us know.
I love you guys, man. I'm a big fan. Big J, I haven't seen you in New York for over 10 years.
Ooh, cool,
and
man.
I've caught you on this show. It's the first time I heard about you, and I'm a huge fan now. I catch every time I can when I'm in New York. So.
Oh, man, I appreciate that so much, Tim. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, I love it. Take care.
Yeah, man. Talk to you soon.
Oh, is this ketamine hallucinations? Oh, this is coming out of a hospital. Here we go. I don't think it's going to be good. Just like some exorcism shit.
Sleep, okay? You're funny.
No, she's happy.
No, I was waiting for somebody to text me back. No, I'm not.
She's lying to her. She is.
He's got this giant video camera. No, I'm feeding the giraffes.
Oh, she's doing bits.
What? So giraffes still faces? What? Do giraffes still faces? Mine do.
All right.
How many giraffes do you have, baby?
I want to jump up on that.
I love Lou's playing Shine on You Crazy Diamond in the background.
On that. What's that? What is that thing for?
Hey, honey, Social Security? I kind of want to open a credit card.
Garrett's face still moving.
Oh, Garrett, that's just mean. At the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. We're going to take a break. We're going to be right back.
It's the Bonfire. Hey, I'm comedian Big J Oakerson, and you're listening to Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. For more comedy on the go, watch my special live at Webster Hall in the Comedy Central app and on cc.com today.
Hey guys, I want to tell you about a great way to make some money on your schedule. Drive for Lyft. It's a 24/7 personal car service. Driving for Lyft pays up to $35 an hour, plus some great perks like Starbucks rewards, gas discounts, and express pay for instant deposits into your bank account. Drivers love working with Lyft. It's a great way to make your money on the side. Nights, mornings, weekends, anytime. Whether you're a student or saving up for a big purchase or just want some extra spending money, Lyft fits around your schedule. Make a few $100 over a weekend or thousands per month. Lyft has an exclusive offer just for our listeners. Get a $200 driving bonus plus a chance to make up to $35 per hour. This is an amazing offer, but only if you go to lyft.com/bonus. That's LYFT and select our show, Bonfire. Answer a few questions, get approved, and then start driving. Find out how easy it is to make extra income driving for Lyft. Get started now at lyft.com/bonus. That's lyft.com/bonus and select our show, Bonfire.
That's fire noises I'm making with my mouth.
Hey, this is Bill Burr, and you're listening to The Bonfire with fucking Jay Oakerson and Dan motherfucking Soder. You cunts. Love you.
You gon' make me buy bottles for Charlemagne. You gon' make me go out of my way. I waited 4 days. Where y'all at? I drove here in the rain.
Snap, donkey today.
It's Bonfire. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95.
We're doing Isabella music today.
All music picked by Jay's daughter, Isabella. That's why Drake's on there.
Who's in studio, which, by the way, which could answer Nick and Houston's question is, did my daughter watch the special at all? Yes, in fact, she was at the special tapings, and she came to watch the... when we did it at the Creek in the Cave.
Yeah.
She came to watch the...
She came to the premiere?
She came to the premiere, yeah.
That's what's up.
Do you get it for part 2?
Yeah.
You ready for some more snacky poo?
I want snacky poos.
Go ahead. Yes, she did, to answer your question, Nick. She did watch the special premiere. It's rough around the edges, but she's a rough around the edges kid.
I mean, I think it's good.
Listen, me and Carla raised her around just ravenously filthy mouths. So,
I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think it's any different than when my dad used to take me to the bar when he was at working.
It's not different. In fact, that's way worse. In fact, that's it. It's way, way worse. He would tether me to the bar and then just get hammered.
Yeah. Wait, so that's not the same, or
it's not the same?
Oh man.
No, but she's been around. In fact, I remember she had an argument with a kid one time at school, and me and Carl had to deal with the little girl arguments, basically going back and forth. And the girl said, like, well, Isabella curses, like, all the time. Like, she has a foul mouth. And my reprimanding of that was simply, I was like, hey, look, I assume you are going to have a filthy mouth. I mean, you're just around it. You pick it up. I was like, but, you know, time and a place. Like, you know, whatever you say around your friends, I can't really do much about. I was like, but if it comes back from an adult, then you got to get in trouble. What am I going to do?
My mom had a rule where I wasn't allowed, I could say any curse word except fucking cunt were the only two I couldn't say in the house. And then I got in trouble by my friend's mom saying shit.
Oh, that fucking cunt.
I know. My mom's first words.
Really?
Yeah. And she goes, she goes, she said the exact same thing you did. She goes, if an adult catches you cursing, just say you're sorry or whatever. She's like, but you know the score.
Oh, one time I got into a guy, it ended up being these two gigantically terrifying looking black dudes, like, cut us off when I was driving. Dave Smith was in the car with me too, and Isabella was in the back seat. These guys cut me, like, almost ran us off the road. It was, like, pretty scary. So I, like, then, of course, me being irresponsible, like, ran them down with the car, like really chased them down.
Oh, cool.
To get next to them at a red light. And then I rolled the window and just uncorked a load of racial things. And then immediately, like, they drove away. And then I just looked back at Isabel and I go, don't be like your father.
I just imagine.
And I know what she said? She goes, I know. Like, she knows.
I just imagine she did, like, those cartoon big eye blinks where it's like, weep, weep.
No, she does not. It makes sense. Like, she gets the idea, and I'm like, she knows I'm not racist. She knows I was just trying to, like, infuriate those guys. You know what I mean? I was just trying to get under there. And
she's just writing down stuff in a notebook. She's like, perfect. Got it. I got these guys. If I ever get upset by a black man, just yell these things out.
She was almost getting ready to go to Freeport High School, which would have been extraordinarily a black high school.
Should have done it. You could have saved The Last Dance, your daughter.
They hated me because I was white.
They hated you because you were white?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, get used to that. That's called a privilege, honey. That's good. Get up on the mic.
They hated you because you were white? I don't remember that being a thing.
Yes, it was. Everyone was black except for me, and then the only other two white kids that were there left when I left because they hated them because they were white.
They go,
I don't remember them hating you because you were white.
Am I incorrect?
He's correct.
Oh, see, where were you for this possible almost race war that was happening?
I was trying to make money so we can get her out of that scary black school where she wouldn't be called Corny Oakerson.
Yeah. I just imagine her walking into school and the other two white kids are walking out going, no, thank you.
You're looking for a friend in the world?
I would rather not.
When I went to summer school one year, it was at actually Overbrook High School for summer school, and I went out there and it was a sea of just black people, and I remember, like, but people who were like buddies, sort of, like, you know, school acquaintances at least, hanging out front in front of all these people. And I remember walking up like this sole white guy, and I just remember being like, I was like, oh, I remember John Walden. I go, hey, John Walden. He really gave me like the he gave me like the hand across the throat, like, nope.
Really?
Yeah. And then I found out my class didn't start for like an hour or so in I got there way early. So I was just like, I called my mom to come pick me back up. She goes, this neighborhood's so bad. She goes, wait on the curb. She goes, I'm not waiting for you outside. Wait on the curb, and I'll be right there. While I'm waiting on the curb, a guy grabbed me by my shirt and pulled me into his car, passenger seat. And he told me to give him money. I said I didn't have money. He goes, well, you're going to bring money tomorrow, and you're going to bring me money every day for the whole summer. You understand that? And I just nodded my head yes. And then he let me go and drove off. And then I just sat there and, like, half fat lip cried. Like, you know, like just waiting for my mom to show back up.
Mom, I've entered into a fiscal arrangement with a gentleman who I do not know his name, but I made him a promise.
I got in that car. We went to the Greenleaf Diner for breakfast, and I went, I can't go back there.
Like it's a cold pool.
Oh,
I don't want to get back in.
Everyone hated me.
Oh, man.
I thought Isabella was doing okay. She likes hip-hop. She likes to dance. She
like
loves
Drake?
soccer. She's into very ethnic things.
Yeah, you like Drake. Drake, you know, you're half Colombian. That's pretty big.
No, she's a quarter Colombian.
Quarter
Argentinian.
Ooh.
And then half right.
And then half God's choice. What?
Half God's chosen people. No, because I guess I'm not full Jewish. So she's only a quarter Jewish and a quarter whatever the fuck my dad is.
Yahweh doesn't look at you in the right way.
Yahweh.
I mean, I guess
Isabella she just got her confirmation. So she's now officially Isabella Rose Claire.
Oh, you got your confirmation name.
She picked the fat girl's name for a name, according to the Breakfast Club.
I tried to change it last minute, like right before I was about to kneel to the Pope. I turned to my aunt and I go, I'm changing it to Maria. She goes, you can't change it now. You can't change it.
What?
Whatever.
Yeah, you say it was the Pope?
Was the fucking Pope there?
I mean, how big is this special? You got an appointment with the Pope?
I brought her the Pope. By the way, it was a mass confirmation at her school, but we just pulled in the Pope for her.
Hey, P-Dog, Big J got a special coming out live at Webster Hall.
Yo,
Listen,
P-Dog.
Can you throw a blessing on old Isabella, also known as Elizabeth, to her grandfather? All right, thank you, buddy.
I'm not familiar with this Isabella. Elizabeth, though?
Yes, Elizabeth. Crackle, crackle. There's so much I want to talk about, and I keep looking at the time.
I figure the second hour, I'm gonna uncork. I gotta uncork on some. I gotta unravel some people.
Positive first hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely.
Which I agreed to from people. I said, you're right. We shouldn't muck up the beauty of what happened this weekend. It was cool for me to be surrounded by, Carla, Christine, Isabella, all for my special premiere.
Yeah.
With all those fans, it was fucking amazing. The Skanks, the whole Bonfire family was there. Soder, you were there. We were texting back and forth all the time. It was a really cool thing. Man.
I told Andy I felt like a business dad on the road while his kid was like graduating high school.
No, I've been not graduating high school, but I've missed Isabella's like school graduation several times. So having to be on the road.
I just put on Cats in the Cradle and looked out my window.
Yeah.
A co-host was born just the other day.
We just gotta keep telling her. I go, Isabella, just so you know, strippers eventually lose all their money on a coke habit, so don't even waste your time.
You know what? You're chasing ghosts.
Just be a good person.
Might as well chase tornadoes in Oklahoma.
But that was a pretty special thing. So when we go into the second hour here, I'll come right out of the commercial with
guns blazing.
I mean the shit list, buddy.
I mean, I might have to recommend that Isabella recommends "Hit 'Em Up" for our rejoin song for the second hour because Jay's about to fucking lay him out. Because you and I had a phone conversation about it.
Yeah, I know. Isabella probably knows some battle rap song that we're unaware of that we haven't heard of.
Yeah, do you know a cool
Back to Back was a rap song, like a battle rap song for Drake against Meek Mill.
Yeah, who's from Philly, so you got to respect your dad's origins.
Can we do?
Kind of went against Philly.
Wait, is Meek Mill the guy who did it?
He's the one that shit on Drake, and then Drake put out Back to Back.
Yeah, and then Meek Mill put out another song against Drake.
And the Meek Mill ones are terrible, apparently.
Yes.
And Isabella knows bars.
Oh, yeah.
Almost went to an all-black high school.
I want to put her on the spot right now and just be like, yo, just throw me a couple, throw out 40 bars for your Uncle Danny.
She's like, 16, a quick 16. Look at the gloves on your hand.
It's some crazy stuff. How did she have the ability to do that? She was, I'm not going to lie, one of those lines was written.
I mean, I just came off that, I had that line in my head off the top, and then I looked at Lou, and then I got inspired by Jacob, and I could feel him shaking next to me.
Lou, you're a DJ, dude. Where were you on that one? Why don't you throw a beat down to lay down some hot tracks?
Oh, we're doing it?
No. I don't think she is. Are you? You don't rap, Isabella, to the best of my knowledge.
Freestyle.
Oh,
does that mean you're writing rhymes, Isabella? Are you writing rhymes? Is how I find out.
I said I don't freestyle.
I know.
Oh.
Sing. Does that mean you're writing rhymes somewhere? Do you have a notebook of rhymes?
No. If I listen to a song like once or twice, I have it memorized.
Oh. That's odd. That's pretty great.
Hey, if I drop all these toothpicks, can you count them?
Wait, are you like the awesomest autistic kid ever?
Are you like the dopest?
Are you the dopest autistic kid?
Are you straight up Street Rain Man? She's like, I can rhyme orange.
Should be the title of her album, Street Rain Man.
I can pretty much feel an ounce of coke and know if it's light or not, and I can also bust off 16 bars pretty quickly.
Carla, start looking through the garbage of napkins that have words written on them. Is she just dropping hot bars?
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, mom's always telling me to finish my veggies.
Carla comes up. She's like, I found Isabella's diary, and first off, she says some very mean things about us, but I mean, the iambic pentameter's there. Structure-wise,
I mean, she flip styles second verse,
and then I think she just speed raps.
Jay, all I'm saying is if you get a hot track behind this thing, I think we got ourselves a star.
Okay, listen, I understand you got a little juice coming off the special. Is there any way you can get a hold of Swiss Beats? Maybe, I don't know, maybe a new producer. I mean, we're not going to go Kanye for our first album.
I'm just, you know what's funny? I hear a lot of dads. You know what it is? I wasn't able, like, Carla and Isabella are in the car together a lot.
Yeah.
So she's been far more influenced by Carla's music than me. When I be in the car a lot, I end up listening to talk radio.
Yeah.
So Isabella knows who Stern and Bennington is and all that. You know who O&A are and all that stuff. She knows all that, who they are, but she's not like, she didn't jump into my music. And I hear like Jim Florentine told me, he's like, yeah, I took my 6-year-old kid to go see like Avatar, which is some like crazy metal band. He goes, he loves them. He's always singing the songs, and I'm like, I just couldn't get Isabella into like rock or metal at all. She really just isn't. And the only rock she likes is the horse shit Carla listens to. So it's like,
what do you like? What's your favorite rock group?
I like all that rap rock, like Linkin Park. I love Linkin Park.
You love Linkin Park.
I still love Linkin Park.
I mean, you realize that's George W. Bush first administration.
Ironically, I got her into Linkin Park.
No, you didn't.
Ooh.
I bought the first album for you.
Oh, Revolution?
This is all thoroughly made up.
Let's not have Chester Bennington break up this.
Exactly where I went to buy it for you on 6th Avenue when I was at.
Cool. You want me to tell you the real story? What happened there? You're messing up. You're messing up.
I want to hear it.
You're messing up. You got me Slipknot's second album, Iowa, from that store. I told you
that scared me at that concert.
Yes.
All right. Well, you're making that sound really bad.
He jumped up and smashed the computer.
He did do that. But that was part of the show.
By the way, this is so great hearing both sides of the story of like Jay's like, nah, she loves Slipknot. She's like, I remember I was crying and you said no, keep watching.
She does like Slipknot. She went to the live performance of Slipknot, and part of the show is the clown runs around and he goes into the soundboard and like smashes things around and stuff, and he got like face to face with Isabella, who just made a face at him kind of like, what the fuck is this? And then
Isabella, was it terrifying?
I'm like not that tall. I wasn't that tall when I was 10 years old.
Yeah.
And then Dad is like trying to push me forward because I'm trying to hide behind him, and he's pushing me forward, and the clown is all up in my face, and I'm just like.
Yeah, she would have been ready to go to that all black high school. You got the fear out of her.
Oh yeah, that's what we do. You got to do it. Yeah. Oh yeah, we've been. I don't know. I don't know if these are mistakes. Like, but we watched horror movies pretty young. I showed her horror movies pretty young.
I love that you're like just like, no, go fight the clown. Fight the clown.
Fight the clown. Stuff. What's he gonna do? You're a girl. If he does, you win either way. It's a win-win.
As she's going to bed, you kiss her forehead. You go, fight the clown.
That's our thing we say to each other. If I ever die young, she has to get fight the clowns. That's what I always explain. Goes, that's what my dad says his last words to me.
She's breaking up with a boyfriend. He's like, I don't even understand that tattoo. You know what that means to me.
Fight the clown. That's stupid. My father said that to me when I was prepared to fight a clown
at a Slipknot concert.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Like, it was so like that tour that I was on, I did like, it was the last show that I was like, you know what? Let me feel out how this tour is, you know, like with people being crazy, of Slipknot, Slayer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, if I feel there's an area I can keep her kind of safe and removed, bring her. I said to Carla, I'm like, bring her. And so I was like, you know what it is? It's relatively timid, you know what I mean? Like, I hang in the soundboard to watch the shows.
Yeah.
Backstage, being backstage, whatever it is. No big deal. I'm like, yeah, bring her. So they come up to Hartford, Connecticut.
That's where I was born.
And, yeah.
Fun little fact.
That is a fun fact. They come up to Hartford, Connecticut, and, I mean, in 5 seconds, we're there in the soundboard. You look up, like, some dude's diddling his chick, like, literally right there. And she's like, Jesus. Like, everything. And then, of course, me and Carla keep constantly looking at that because we're like, we can't believe it. And Isabella, and we're trying to keep Isabella's head straight.
Yeah.
Then 5 minutes later, a clown with a baseball bat comes running up, screaming in her face.
Yeah, it's like a parental obstacle course. You're like, how do you avoid all these
We
things?
got home at 5 in the a.m. because I had to, like...
5 in the a.m.?
Yeah, 5. I said 5. I meant to say 5 a.m. We got home at 5. What a dick. We got home at 5 a.m.
I feel like that she's catching on.
Because we had to go off. We had to go off the grid to find an open Taco Bell because I just wanted Taco Bell. So it was.
I was like half asleep, and I asked you for nachos. You were like, "No, you're asleep." I'm like, "But I want nachos."
That is good logic.
I'm trying to keep her in shape.
Yeah. You got to be in fighting shape for that clown.
If that clown comes, you're going to wish you didn't have those nachos. You don't want to feel heavy from nachos.
You want gas in the tank. Because that clown could come anytime. You could be dead asleep.
I told her I'll get her clean proteins, but I'm not going to weigh you down with carbs right now.
You know what? No, not before your mom gives you your cycle of Decaboy, of D-ball. We're not going to pump you up full of steroids on Taco Bell in your stomach.
What are you looking at?
I don't know.
All this weird stuff. There's so many nice things here. Positivity. A girl wants to tell us about some sex she had yesterday, which feels awkward with Isabella here. I don't know if she needs to hear that.
I don't think she needs to either. I mean, again, we're still avoiding some stuff.
We're trying to avoid some stuff, but we got a whole bunch of stuff coming up here. Why don't we just take our second break and then we'll come back and just fucking rip it up, yo?
Sounds like a fucking deal to me. I'm excited to see what song Isabella picked.
Sounds like a bonfire start.
Oh, it is. It's warm and inviting.
Buckle up. We'll be right back. It's Bonfire.
Hey, what's up? It's Sean Donnelly, and you're listening to The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder. I think Big J is cuddly, and I love Dan Soder's gravelly voice.
Hot tracks. Isabella music.
DJ Isabella on the Bonfire. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. This Big J. Oakerson doing big things. DJ Isabella in the building all day.
Earth Day.
All day. What are you saying? No, you don't get a name. You call you DJ Isabella. I pick your name. Oh, yeah, Rocky. DJ Rocky. Sorry, I forgot that was your name. I apologize.
I love that after everything
Isabella,
about the name thing.
I have a terrible memory.
I love everything with the name thing. Like, she actually wishes she was named Rochelle.
Yeah.
And Carl was so mad at me even suggesting that.
Everybody get the dashboard.
I really do wish my name was Rochelle so people could call me Rocky. I like that name, Rocky. I think that's so cool. Roach?
Roach?
That's weird.
That is Roach.
That's why would
Rocky from Rochelle?
Yeah.
How do you get Roach from Rochelle?
Guys, can you take your family spats somewhere else? This is all about...
this is the play. This is the form they're really working out.
I want to get to business spats, not personal spats.
I'm going to fight over Dan and my girlfriend with my daughter and her mother.
Yeah, I'm the referee. Are you ready? Domestic fight!
Because you can't win, Rock.
Can't you understand? You don't have your headphones on, so you couldn't hear. They just played a Rocky drop.
Oh.
She doesn't know what a drop is.
That's your spirit movie.
She's not dope enough to know what a drop is.
What do you mean? Yes, I do. I memorized this whole speech for school.
What speech?
The Rocky speech.
Because you don't know what a drop is. Just
guys.
I had to watch the movies.
You learned how to?
No, I said I had to watch the movie.
Pretty sure you said I learned how to watch the movie.
No. I said I watched the movie.
No, you said I learned to watch.
Well,
yeah,
you know what?
you throw me under the goddamn bus. Now you messed up.
I was watching them at 5 in the a.m.
Fight back, Isabella! Fight the damn clown!
I'm pretty sure 5 in the a.m. works though.
But why? Why can't you just 5 a.m.?
I love this. I want her to be on the show. Can we get her hired?
She's pissing me off. That's really good because I need to be wired up for this.
Yeah, she knows how to slap you around, get you all goosed up.
All right, Isabella, back down for 1 second. Daddy's got to get out of the cage for a minute.
Papa Bear's about to go.
Oh, she's gonna have nightmares. They're showing the clown with a baseball bat.
Oh, we didn't even talk about the lady that got attacked by the bear. We'll talk about that Wednesday.
Yeah, sure. We got so much. We have so much to do this week. So I guess I should start the speech with "fuck the AV Club."
Well, hold on real quick.
Yeah.
Let me give some people some background real quick that might not know. When you put out a special, because we both just did it. We both just did it in the last 2 months. Both of us put out specials. There comes a lot of press with it. You have to do a lot of press because, yeah, people listen to the Bonfire and we love the campers and everything, but we got to get eyes on it that don't know who the fuck we are. And
that's the biggest thing. You know the people who are going to watch it, going to watch it.
And you love that. And it's great having fans. But the thing is with a special, it's kind of like now you got to go grab people who don't know who you are. You have to find people that have never listened to the Bonfire, don't know about What's Your Fucking Deal, Legion of Skanks.
Go out of your zone of what you would normally connect to people in, give it a whirl.
Yeah, you got to find people because you're trying to get people to stick with you for fans,
I also say no to almost nothing. I'm like, sure, I'll do whatever interview. I almost in company boy fashion, going whatever you guys want.
Nah.
They had things where they'd be wake up at 5:30 in the morning to make a fucking phone air call to something where you're like, all right, yeah, whatever. If that's what I got, they don't plan that around the fact that I may have a night where I'm not home till 3-something in the morning for whatever, and then I fall asleep for an hour, wake up, do a tired phone call, try to be funny, and go back to bed, or maybe whatever it is.
And we've also done pre-records, and we did across the country shows because you were in LA promoting. I was in LA doing At Midnight. You were in LA doing At Midnight. Yeah. You have to kind of go out there and do the circuit in order for people to, watch the special. Now, when I was promoting my special, the AV Club told me to fuck off, and they didn't want to do any sort of interview with me. So I got left off that. So that's fine.
They were one of the few, actually not even the few, they were the only interview, quote unquote press things I was doing where look, and essentially you're like, oh, well, I'm gonna have to like tell the same story over and over again. They're gonna ask me like, well, what made you get into comedy and where'd you blah 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 and all that shit. By the
way, can I stop you real quick? Because when I was trying to get people to come out to the Trocadero for the filming of the special, I had to do a lot of those calls. One guy annoyed me so much because all he wanted to talk about was Billions, which I understand that, but he did want to talk about my special, that when he went into talking about comedy, he started with that shitty, he goes, all right, well, I guess let's talk about your comedy. What made you want to be a comedian? And immediately, the comedian in me was like, I just answered it. I go, well, I was beaten within an inch of my life as a child, regularly. And he goes, oh my God. Like on the phone, he stopped. He was like, oh my God. And I was like, no, I'm fucking with you, man. You just asked that question dumb. Dude,
laughter was my only thing that kept me alive.
He kept all that in the interview. When you read the interview, it's like I was beaten within an inch of my life regularly as a child. And I told the guy, I was like, I'm fucking with you. And he still kept it in.
Not one thing I saw in print that I did this time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure including this thing was word for word how I said it. There are a lot of misquotes on a lot of things. But 99% of it is inconsequential.
Yeah. So this
AV Club is the only thing that approached me and go, hey, like, this is one of your things you got to do. Comedy Central set up the AV Club. It's the website, blah, blah, blah. You have to.
Now let's explain. The AV Club is part of The Onion.
Yeah.
And they review movies, they review books, they review
specials. I guess. So what they do is, we're not going to do an interview. We want you to do this thing we do called Hate Songs.
Okay. And what's the purpose of it?
I go, what do I have to do? You just think of a song you don't like and shit on it, basically.
Yeah.
Shit on the song, shit on the artist, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Just go at it. I'm like, I don't even want to do, because now, by the way, it's not that I don't want to do it morally or anything. I don't give a shit. Fine, I'll make fun of it. Who's it going to get to?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to give a shit. Hurt somebody's feelings, you apologize for whatever. I don't know whose feelings I would hurt with this. And I'm just trying to think of a song.
Can you think of a song that you hate?
So I can't even think of a song more than I can think of a joke. So me and Fenoya heard back-to-back for some reason at the DC Improv. They played Kiss from a Rose one day. It was a Kiss from a Rose and then like a remix of Kiss from a Rose.
That's really funny. That's a lot of kissing.
Or somebody covering it, and I was like, oh, what a terrible song. And it was the last time I remember saying what a terrible song.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'll do that song. And I go, the joke, Seal's got the scars on his face.
Yeah, he's had scar tissue on his face.
It just doesn't matter because it wouldn't have made me say it any less. I was always told under the assumption, not the assumption, I was under the idea and told that like those scars on his face are from some kind of scarification thing from like being young in Africa or whatever he was part of. But whether that's true or not, I didn't know. They said it's something related to like some form of lupus. Would have made this joke either way. The only thing I had I interviewed this lady. Her name, I was told not to say, is Mara Eakin. And
well, there goes that.
At Mara Eakin on Twitter.
That was borderline impressive.
At M Eakin.
Yeah, I was like, oh wow, all right, cool.
At MEAKIN. Mara Eakin calls me to ask me this thing, and we're going back and forth, and
she's interviewing you.
She's interviewing me. She's very nice
about the song.
She asked me the song. I said, "Kiss from a Rose," whatever. We're laughing back and forth. She goes, I think the line I say at one point, I go, and it's hard hearing a romantic song come out of someone who looks like Seal. It's hard to be think romantic about. And she goes, why? Because of his face. She goes, why? Because of his face. Yeah. And I'm like, perfect. Because the only joke I have in the pocket,
is that.
Which,
by the way, great.
I go, I understand you wanted to get kissed by a rose when it looks like you got kissed in the face by golf cleats. That was my big joke.
Great joke.
She laughs. She goes, well, he has soul, though, right? And I go, I think he lost his soul in some sort of a ritual, tribal ritual. And she goes, what do you think that ritual was like? I go, probably involved some sort of fire dancing and a couple of white tourists in a cauldron. I really, maybe I'm jaded or calloused enough to not even think these are racist jokes, quite honestly. I thought they were like, ball-busty jokes.
Yeah.
Somebody even points out at one point of this, Seal, in the trailer for that movie Popstar, Sandberg's new movie, makes a joke about his face scars.
Yeah.
Not himself.
Yeah.
He said he got attacked by wolves. How do you think I got these scars on my face?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that at the time. I'm just kind of like, whatever, man. Seal's face. I mean, these are jokes that would be made by fucking Jay Leno on The Tonight Show.
So, I don't know if you saw him kissed by a rose, but apparently his face was kissed by golf cleats. Okay, we got a great show.
Hey, Kevin, what do you think about that?
Yeah, Britney Spears is here later.
So, I do think, and now here, and Dan, you know my personality enough to know this. I think anyone in this room knows my personality enough to know. That interview ends with me going, not worried that I offended anybody.
Yeah.
Because she's laughing. I go, but I say to her, hey, was that okay? Was that good? Like, I was like, was that funny? Was that what you're looking for?
You're basically Eddie Adams before he's Dirk Diggler.
Yeah, literally.
Do you want me to go again, Jack?
I can
go again.
But not even that. No, it wasn't even like a thing like I'll kick it. You want to say it different? I'll do something funny. I was just kind of like, is that what you're looking for? Like, I did it. I did good for you, right?
Yeah. I did you good.
She goes, great. Love it. Thank you. We hang up the phone. The thing comes out, I guess. I don't read the AV Club, so it comes out, and then all I hear is that, hey, what's this shit with AV Club making an apology on your behalf?
So wait, they didn't tell you, did they tell you when it was going to go out?
No. I don't know.
So you just thought it was going to come out, and then it
would come out, and whoever saw it, whatever.
Exactly.
We did so much of this.
Yeah.
I made 50 fucking phone calls for this thing, you know?
Yeah.
This was one of them. When I go to the site, I guess people complain, these, fucking khaki pants, bearded book bag jerk-offs who read this horse shit website decide to write, this is insensitive and this is racist and whatever other horse shit they're putting on it, they're piling on. And this is going to play into everything we're about to talk about here. People assigning shit to you that I fucking hate.
Yeah.
And now, in place of that article on their Twitter feed or whatever, says, insensitive remarks in today's hate song piece were incompatible with our values and shouldn't have been published. We apologize to our readers.
Yeah, you're not a fucking Christian, restaurant.
They ask you to talk about a song you hate and shit on things. Now, I want to take full responsibility for my words because I stand by every one of them. What I didn't like is some people were kind of going like, fans and everything were going, well, look, man, if you read that thing, she even leads you, she kind of stokes the fire, and then she goes, because of his face? Yeah. I'm like, doesn't matter. The only joke I had in the pocket was getting kissed in the face with golf cleats. I'm not throwing that onto anybody.
Visually hilarious.
But
if you know golf cleats, if you know his face, it matches perfectly.
But if you get what I'm saying, though,
if I could have a projector to lay over a map of golf cleats and over Seal's face,
it'll line up.
It puts like a pirate treasure.
Topographical.
If you could see
topographically accurate,
it lines up perfectly. So
I'm a little thrown by this. I'm like, what are they apologizing for? I go, what the fuck did I say that's a problem? Like,
apologies are the anti-comedy.
Yeah, I go, what's the argument here? Yeah. I go, what are the comments people are saying?
What's
the anger people have? I go, if someone's saying race, I'd be happy to defend this, but this is ridiculous. I mean, now I'm not even super angry. I just kind of going like, what the hell? Like, they're apologizing for me? Like, inappropriate. And we should have never printed it. Now I'm kind of going like, never print. Like, I asked this lady specifically if this was okay, if this was good. I wasn't asking, by the way, if it was too offensive or anything. My question was, is this funny? Is this what you're looking for?
Yeah.
This kind of thing. It's the Onions kind of deal. So, it's supposed to be silly. I call. I'm trying to get a hold of this lady who wrote it. The word I get back, she, quote unquote, refuses to speak to me.
Why?
Your guess is fucking as good as mine, man.
It wasn't like you did anything menacing towards her.
No, like they're mad at me somehow now, which makes me irate.
Yeah, because you didn't do anything wrong. You made jokes.
I did nothing wrong.
By the way, they set you into the shoot. They put you into. They asked you what to do, and as a comedian, you reacted comedically.
My last words to Mara Eakin, this fucking twat.
Well, all right, yeah.
Was, is that okay?
Yeah, you could tell me like grabbing the reins. I'm like, okay, let's just kick up a little less there. But yeah,
at M Eakin on Twitter.
Okay.
Our words were great, love it.
Yeah.
So to throw and then not even talk to me like a fucking adult, and I put that out on Twitter. I'm putting it on Twitter. Like you're not standing behind me even a little bit. It's like,
and also, by the way, Christine, you have the clip right now of Seal making the joke in the new pop star movie at Andy Samberg's.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is.
Get the wolves to be more quiet?
No.
Ashley Wednesday. Will you marry me?
Please freaking say yes, girl.
So Seal singing.
Yes, the wolves of us.
Okay. All right, now wolves are attacking.
Got wild animals. Seal, come on, hurry! Are you okay?
I'm fine for a second.
Oh my God, you got him, dude!
Don't worry, I've been in this situation before. I think I got these scars from wolves. Now let's get out of here.
I mean, it's right there.
So, by the way, Seal stays in great shape, huh? He's been around since the fucking late 80s.
I mean, the guy looks like he hasn't aged a day.
Crazy. But anyway.
What's your secret?
The fact this lady, they refuse to speak to me?
Well, that's just, I think that's the sensitivity that you're starting to see now. That's just like with all the connection that we have through all the internet and all the shit that you're connected, like people need reasons for attention to go on to them.
Fucking mind blow to me, dude. And then, everyone came around, I think, ultimately. But I mean, we're on Comedy Central Radio, dude. And I mean, at first, there was a thing that kind of came to me at first, and I won't throw names. I was asked not to throw names, and that's fine, I won't. But I mean, it came down the pike from someone who was like, you don't talk about this. Comedy Central has a relationship with the AV Club. And my response was, and I'm telling you, I love this job. I love this network. I love this fucking company.
Yeah.
Right down the line, man. I can tell you everyone's been super good to me, super sweet. But on this way, they're asking me to do something I couldn't do, and I was like, you have to fire me. I have to be fired to not talk about this. I hope they understand why I talked about it. And that's
it's just the refusal, the lack of having a conversation is the insulting part.
You won't take you refuse my phone calls, because they really turned it around, like, insensitive. We can't believe this was an accident almost, that it was printed.
It made it sound
crazy.
And let me tell you how because when I was in Cleveland, I saw it, and I saw your tweet about the AV Club not standing by people, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I looked at the AV's tweet, and I was like, oh, well, Jay must have said some crazy-ass shit. And then Christine texts me the article, and I'm insulted. Because I'm like, he said nothing.
I did your fucking idea, AV Club. Your idea. You approached me, you could have just interviewed me. Just interview me. But you wanted me to do this stupid thing, this piece?
So I think there leads us to only one viable solution. Seal and Jay must fight to the death. I like the elevator music version of it. If Jay loses, Seal gets to put out tiny cigarillos all over his face until he has the same exact scars.
Campers, feel free to tell the AV Club and Mary Eakin how you feel. At M Eakin on Twitter. Absolute bullshit, man. And I think that lady is a piece of shit.
Well, I think the pan flute version of Kiss from a Rose is lovely.
It's perfect for this. I think she's a raging piece of shit. I think that whole fucking company are a bunch of assholes. I mean, to not stand behind that is it blew my mind.
What if she called in?
What a way to throw somebody under the bus for something.
What if we can get an interview with her on Wednesday?
By all just twat will I dare her to call in. Please call in, and I'll let her rant for 15 straight minutes about whatever her horseshit point is before I unravel her nonsense. Let me see what a pig she looks like too. Let me see.
Wow. Do you think she blames the editor?
Well, I don't know. Looks like she got kicked in the face with golf cleats. Now I get it,
dude. I love how fired up.
I think this is a twat. She nothing. She should have reached out and apologized to me personally for all this. It's fucking insane that she's been like, and someone goes, oh, she's probably told not to. Well, fuck, you're gonna lose your job at the AV Club, stupid website,
or even an email or
something.
She has your contact, right?
Of course, she called me.
So she couldn't, and they said that flat out she just would not.
She refuses to talk to me.
Refuses to talk to you.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope maybe through the power of Jacob. He just grabbed his temple like, oh God.
I hope she has a hemorrhoid that explodes.
Hey, as someone that's had butt grapes before, let's not wish that on other people.
I do.
They're so painful.
Can I go to my next? There's there's three situations here.
There's 3 situations.
3. That's 1.
All right.
Because I want to. Oh, Jesus Christ! I've been telling people. I hope whoever I was giving the actual Twitter for is not getting bombarded right now. Sorry, it's Mara Eakin. It's at Mara MARAHE at Mara E. There's an H for some reason because her parents are retarded too. I'm so happy I said that instinctually because that brings us to our next point.
Dude, by the way, for everyone that's listening, it was interesting to have a phone call and you're like, dude, I'm going to go after motherfuckers on Monday.
I am because this is ridiculous.
And all I had to say to that is, I'm your Huckleberry.
Yeah, I'm your Huckleberry. That goosed me. When you said that, I got goosebumps. I'm like, yeah, that's my fucking Doc Holliday right there.
The second one
is in the pocket. The second one I get into is this because this is something Christine fielded from the social media, and I want to address this because, man, as much as possible that we can get the people and closed minds out of the way that want to put any muzzle or stifle on 2 shitheads just being ridiculous funny in a goddamn room to entertain you for 2 hours while you're driving home from work.
Yeah.
The purest of intentions. We're not fucking millionaires from this goddamn show.
Trust me.
We come in here tired. We do pre-records because we enjoy doing it and it makes you guys laugh and we have a great time.
And well, you know what it is? It's also seeing the response that you see when you're on the road and you meet.
It's meeting the people. Dude, that's what Skankfest was so amazing for, was like literally, and people come up and they go, I'm sorry if I'm being annoying. I just want to say I love your stuff and take a picture. I'm like, dude, that's why we did this. So you guys we can all have this experience together and get to know everybody.
One of my greatest moments in comedy, not doing the special, not doing Conan. It was being in Winnipeg and some guy being like, do you want to come over and play No Mercy at my house on Nintendo 64? And I'm like, I absolutely do. And then while we're playing video games, halfway through, he's just like, I can't believe you're fucking sitting next to me playing video games. And it's like, dude, I'm just a guy, and this is awesome that you care that I'm here.
I'm blanking on his name right now, but there's a guy in D.C. I wish, D. Sorry, I'm blanking on his name. I feel bad.
He said don't use his real name. Just call him D in D.C.
D in D.C. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'm saying I was trying to think of his like Twitter handle or whatever it is, but whatever it is, he same thing, man. He was like, oh man, I can't believe I'm hanging out with you, and you're like, wow, it's so cool that he like cares that, you know?
Yeah, absolutely, it's very cool that.
And that's all it is. And it's the purest of intentions to just have fun and make people laugh, not trying to upset anybody.
Well, not only that, but listen, man, we're also learning how to do a radio show. We're less than a year old, and we're finding out who we are. But we know one thing, and that is that Jay and I's relationship is always to make each other laugh. We try to make Lou and the guys laugh and Christine laugh. We try to keep that up in a certain way, so we're not going to edit ourselves to be exactly appropriate for everybody that listens.
Here's the thing. I think a thing that we have in common, Dan, is that our minds tend to think funny first. Even you being a guy who I know is like, you're very spur of the moment hothead with things.
0 to 60 Dan?
Yeah, 0 to 60 Dan. Why I like being there for those 0 to 60s is because like the quickest laugh I can get out of you, you wind down immediately.
Yeah.
And so,
because I burn hot.
But I'm saying, but they're minds that think funny first, the funniest thing, the funniest words, and that's everything from the stupid science of comedy, where it's like, you know, hard letters, you know, the CK,
phonetics.
All that stuff is comes into play somewhere in our, which I'll say was an amazingly fun bit. Fake Jason Mraz rumors.
Oh, yeah.
We had...
By the way, I just recently heard a rumor that he went down to the 9/11 memorial and put a red check next to all the names and then spray painted, got him. So, I don't know what that means, but that's a fake Mraz rumor.
That's the best one, maybe. Yeah, just check us. Got him. Somewhere in that, we use the word tards. I think we use it just like that, too.
Yes. Well,
Jason Mraz, blah, 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 something with tards. So, What do you have? Do you have the original thing we said with tards or whatever?
It was the promo clip going over Sirius, so Lou might have it.
Maybe. Either way, even if you can't find it, it's not a big deal.
Merkface just looked at is that you, Merkface?
I'm the one who does the promos, yeah.
Oh, so there you go. You're the bad seed.
Doesn't even sort of matter.
This Christian... I pick the promos every night. I load them up. But, you know, I try and pick the funniest things, something that gives you a good taste of what we did on the show that night.
Yeah.
And
no flaw at all there.
Besides the fact that you're a heartless animal.
Yeah, you're a heartless animal who doesn't care about tards. This, we use the word tards in something, and this really goes to show the ego, and this is from, we're in entertainment too. This is a narcissistic job.
Yeah.
It takes a certain kind of ego to do this, and a lot of that's insecurity and this weird narcissism.
It's strange. It's like a Molotov cocktail of personality. Yeah. It's like you have to be like mostly full of insecurity and then a flame to prove everyone wrong.
But I have to say that I am blown away by the narcissism of people in their smallest of universes that they call themselves. It is mind-blowing.
But you even saying that, before we get to this problem, do you understand that that's the underlying reason for the first problem with the AV Club?
Of course.
Was someone in their narcissism was like, that hurt my feelings, which, by the way, Seal didn't say that hurt his feelings.
Pretty sure Seal's okay.
Seal doesn't give a shit. He's making jokes about it in fucking Popstar. It's someone who has the time and effort to be hurt by it and then reach out to go, you hurt me. This is capitalism. I'm the consumer. If I don't like this, you have to stop this.
Seal left Heidi Klum to get hotter chicks.
That's insane. That is insane.
So we use the word tards. Some guy writes a thing. Is this the first thing you wrote?
Yeah.
Hilarious jokes, dear Bonfire. Hilarious joke. And I'm not going to give this guy's name because this isn't the problem with this. It's more to make the point. Hilarious jokes about kicking people with Down syndrome in their same face, quote unquote, same face. It's funny again. Before calling them tards, you should be ashamed. Now, Christine writes back. Do you have your response to that?
I have it
from Bonfire.
Hold on, essentially, real quick. I'm going through my phone book real quick.
Hold on, let me go
keep an apartment. I got to put out this porn ball.
What's that?
You want to hear the promo?
Yeah, play the promo.
Every Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, The Bonfire on Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Here's a clip from Monday's Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Can we get a hashtag started, fake Jason Mraz rumors?
Yes, absolutely. If you're a camper, start fake Jason Mraz rumors.
No. It's halftime of a Sixers game. They bring out these two Down syndrome kids to do layup drills. I can't take anymore. I go down there. I kick them both in their exact same faces. I mean, just full-blown Mraz on these two tards.
And whose voice do you hear in the background, laughing the hardest? Jacob the Devil. Old Jacob the Devil.
God did that to him because he doesn't love him.
Whoa, Jacob.
So, you remember what he wrote?
And then Christine
writes... Go ahead, sorry.
We respectfully disagree. Remember, these are comedians, not politicians or priests in the internet, and the intent is humor, not hate. Which is true.
Which is very
we're trying to make jokes.
Eloquent what happens here.
Yeah.
He sends back this whore of a human being that this guy is. This whore sends back a picture of his daughter who has Down syndrome. And I just want to I'm happy to explain this. I told everybody I was going to say this already because I want you to explain how the mind works of somebody who's trying to be funny for multiple hours on multiple broadcasts a week trying to fill content and make everybody laugh. This is how my mind's constantly trying to find the joke.
Yeah.
The guy sends the picture of his daughter with Down syndrome and says, should I explain that it's a joke to my daughter if someone calls her a tard? Just humor? And my immediate thing, I said, it wasn't even a beat before I went, I mean, you could try to explain it to her, dude, but I mean, she's probably not going to get it. Because that's the joke. You could laugh into your hands, Soder. I see you trying to laugh out loud. That's fucking hilarious.
That is hilarious. I was giving one of those laughs of like that. You can't argue funny.
You can't argue that's funny. And the reality is, no, sir. You're a tard. Your daughter's an angel.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not. But you're reacting in your little stupid world as you're listening to a broadcast that goes out across the entire country.
Yeah.
The entire continent, I believe, actually.
The entire globe.
And you're treating it like I'm poking your daughter in the head in front of you, calling her a tard. I would never do that.
Yeah.
I would be appalled at somebody who did do that. But you're living in your own universe so much that you're taking this so personal. Like, it's a reflection of him.
But that's
it's his. Like, that's you're projecting to me what your problem is with your daughter.
But this is an endless. This is a problem that's not recent. This is a problem that's been with comedy throughout time. Even I remember listening to one of Bill Burr's podcasts, and he said people are fine with jokes until it touches them. Mm-hmm. Then it's about them. Then it's personal.
Got a story I always told.
So this guy probably, if I'm up here talking about my mom dating dudes and being a whore, he's probably like, what a big old fucking slut. Yeah. And then the second it comes to his world, it's fucking his problem. Now it's his problem. Whereas before, he wasn't humanizing my mom, not making the fact that I'm probably joking, by the way, and blowing up the situation to make it funny.
In your thing, he's wildly aware that you're probably joking.
Exactly. So how can he get the humor in when it's my problems or the things I've done, but then the second it's even remotely close to
Because you said
his.
the boo-boo word. Because you said the boo-boo word to him. His word that bothers him. It's the same way when someone gets... I always hate those things when... I get people hate certain words when they actually cringe when you go, the one that comes across the most is moist. Someone goes, oh, the word moist. I'm like, go the fuck up.
Yeah.
Moist. Like, really? Like, you shut down over that?
I do
moist.
That. Taxes.
Yeah.
Commission.
Multiple recommissions.
Please don't say, hey, we're all going to get carrots.
And I want to explain to this guy, too. I said, I'm not giving his name or his Twitter thing.
Yeah.
It is a job. I know how hard it was raising Isabella, and she is, I guess, of normal intelligence.
I mean, she's but also an insane lyricist. So
yeah, she's also a dope lyricist.
Let's give credit where credit's due.
But
she spits hot bars.
My point just being like, I'm protective over her. I'm protective over her feelings, and I get the concept, but I don't know your daughter. Like, to make that so personal to your daughter.
Yeah.
Is moronic. In fact, I hope your daughter grows up with thicker skin to laugh at the joke like that, because every time she hears the word tard, she's not like, someone's coming down on my community. Because that is an awful way to fucking live, with your shoulders and your fucking ears all the time, waiting to be something angry at something.
Well, also
instead
stops
of just fucking laughing.
It stops you from relating. It stops from you having any sort of, in a weird way, you're trying to bring up the fact that Jay has no empathy, but really it's you that's apathetic if you're not trying to understand the entire situation.
His daughter's adorable.
Which, by the way, all three of these things...
Whorish to send a picture of your daughter to us. That's such a piece of shit thing to do. Like, you're whoring her out for anything. What's that?
What's your name?
I told this story, actually, on the thing. But I told the story before. Me and, when I was running karaoke, I used to, snicker with whoever's in the booth with me.
I
remember the girl who used to come. She was a retarded lady who would come to karaoke all the time. And one day she was tarding out hard. And, but it's just to each other, you'd be in the office, you'd be like, whoa, man, she's going full tilt today. She's out there. She's rolling on the floor. She's being, pretty bonkers. These dudes were trying to film her.
Yeah,
and I said something to them. They stopped for a minute, and then they tried to sneakily behind my back film her again, and I went over and slapped the phone at her, and it was like a thing. Like, security got involved with me because I'm like, don't make this girl feel like shit. Like, to her, like you're fucking with her.
Yeah,
I'm not. We made up fake Jason Mraz rumors.
By the way, yeah,
you're lumping your daughter in with that, which is not the case.
By the way, we made fun of orphans. We made fun of a lot of different groups at risk.
I had a story I used to tell all the time about a guy who had a face scar. I talked about it on stage. I also, in that set, did a joke where I mentioned the word rape a few times. When I got off stage, this guy goes, man, you were all right. You were pretty funny, but that stuff you did about my boy's scar, man, it's not really... By the way, all I was thinking about his scar was how bad he got off from falling off a motorcycle on sliding down the road on his face.
Yeah.
He had a smoking hot girlfriend, and he was still a good-looking guy. He just had this scar on the side of his face.
So he looked cooler.
Yeah. I basically said all that. He goes, not cool, though, man. Like, bring up my boy's scar, man. That's not really that cool at all. I go, oh, sorry about that, man. I go, how about that rape joke at the end, though? He's like, oh, yeah, that was funny. I'm like, because nobody at the table was raped? Like, that's clearly your thing. It's like only how it applies to you.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that we got into that part of the conversation.
This is the one I was
because that applies to this next bag of dicks on fucking Twitter. I'll throw her out. I'll throw her right into the goddamn bus.
Dude, I love that Jay's on his fuck you. Jay's on his
Shannon Marvel. What's her stupid thing?
Shannon _ Marvel.
Shannon _
Marvel. I got a track baby. I know exactly what she's going to be. She likes the ponies. She likes to bet on the midday races. That's this less slop.
This fucking dickbag.
Well, first off, let me just tell you from my perspective.
Go.
I see.
Take the wheel, Soder.
I just get on Twitter and I just see Jay going back and forth with this woman, and I fucking click, and it opens up the conversation.
It's out of left field to me.
Out of left field to me. I'm sitting on the corner of a bed in a hotel room in Cleveland reading this, and it shows the entire Twitter conversation between Jay and this woman, and it starts with, I read it backwards. I go to the beginning and I read it all the way through, and it's this woman, and she was like, you made a joke about older women's breasts being soft, and how dare you, what was it?
As women get older, their breasts their tits get soft was the thing. That was it. That's all she cited about a problem.
That's it. So Jay and her go back and forth. Now that's where, literally after 2 tweets, the real problem that started this is gone. And then it becomes between Shannon and Jay. So it becomes a thing of like, esteemed friends were discussing how women's breasts get softer as they age, is what she tweeted at Comedy Central. So she was tattletaling also.
The whole day.
Yeah, so she's trying to get Comedy Central to fire Jay.
Well, she sent this.
Yeah, dear Comedy Central, the Bonfire with Big J Oakerson is terrible. What's also terrible is not putting my name in the tweet. So that's kind of fun. That asshole doesn't have enough brain cells. Wait, go back up. Doesn't have enough brain cells to be funny.
It's fair.
But you know what? That's very true.
I favored that one, I think.
Yeah. So it becomes a thing where now she's attacking you because of something, again, she didn't like something you said. Soft breasts.
Soft breasts as they get older. And then her whole thing becomes that you just like, you view women as just like body parts, and and you're a misogynist and all these like things that are so, and then takes a personal shot at me. Jason Oakerson had breasts since he was 14 and at no point had to feed a child with them, which is not true. Isabella was breastfed off of my teat.
Yeah.
And you can see that's why she's 5'11" and a half.
And I mean, I'm going to say this, bones are strong.
Isabella, I got to be honest with you. If we saw this girl in the street, I'd let you fight her.
Yeah. And I'm not going to lie. I think from you breastfeeding off your father, your bones are strong enough to take an Easton aluminum bat.
Oh, man.
Like Wolverine. You got adamantium.
You got your dad's milk in you.
Not so tall.
Yeah! See? She gets a joke. She gets the joke.
Well,
she gets the joke. So,
she was raised by the master of the inappropriate.
So this is great. So we track.
This goes on, but before even that, I just want to say what's getting into this. My argument with this lunatic moron, who I will say at least has the sack. I guess it's a picture of her and her thing. She's going at me, and she's like, and then starts every time I'm challenging her. I start even saying, I'm like, why don't you call on the Bonfire on Monday? Let's talk about it. Call in. I'd love to talk to you about it.
Does that offer still stand?
Of course.
Right.
I go, she won't. She's like,
844-266-3399.
She's like, you're going to control the forum, and you're going to hang up on me, and everyone's going to... I go, no pile on. Me and you will have a discussion, and I say the same thing as I said before. You can rant. You go on your rant uninterrupted as long as you want, and then I'll unravel your whole bullshit. Because this is so moronic to get... Soft tits is her comment.
Yeah.
Then she's telling the company they should fire me, and going right at Bonfire with Comedy Central. When we're going back and saying, it's like, what do you think they're going to possibly do? She goes, well, because they control your material. Like they have some say in what your material is. I go, no. Are you fucking crazy? Like, that's not true.
They have to put a pretty big guy in front of us right now to get us to fucking change our material.
There's no control to fucking change the material or do anything with the material. She's trying, but again, this center of your own little dumb universe, what she says she's trying to do is convince me to change my type of humor.
Which is impossible.
That's not only impossible, she's seeing by the response to her shit from fans.
Yeah. Including loyal fans like Sarah McPants and Just Leslie.
You're going,
Stephanie Falcone.
Well, your fans are wrong. Like, you should do this to the way that I like, and I don't like soft tit humor.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, and I try to point out to her, I go, it sucks, and I tried several times during this to just give her, like, hey, look, all this bullshit aside, do you genuinely understand that, like, you've personally attacked me?
Yes.
You're coming at me with hate.
Yes.
When I put out some joke that I don't even know what you're talking about, what the joke is, but I put out something that, like, got in your ass because you took it personal that's not personal to you.
Yeah.
And now you're personally, I said, hey, I guess you're saying, I said something about women getting older and their tits get soft. And then you're going like, you have tits, you piece of shit, since you were, you're fat, and whatever the thing she's trying to say. Like,
well, I know someone that's sensitive about herself, too.
Yeah, that's very personal. And then going at the company and asking the company. So I said to her, she was, what does my opinion matter anyway? I mean, if they're not going to fire, it's not like I'm attacking your livelihood, which I'm convinced she doesn't know what livelihood means.
Because that's exactly what you're doing.
Because exactly what you're doing. I go, do you understand for this to be fair now and what you did? You should give me the Twitter for whoever you work for.
Yeah.
And I should be able to tell them just sight unseen because you're attacking me that you're an anti-Semite. Like you hate me because I'm Jewish, and that's fair. I'm just making that assumption by how you're treating me directly. You're making assumptions about me from a joking conversation you say you've heard about me, and it goes back and forth. And then she starts buckling. I'm saying on her call, she goes, I'm not going to call your thing. I clearly won this argument because it's just like it becomes just such girl bullshit.
Well, So,
hang on, and all her pictures are on her stupid thing is cats and shit. So this is the best part, buddy.
So I call Jay, and I start talking to him, and we start talking about the bit in question. And then I realize the person who made that joke was Dan Soder.
Not mentioned once in any tweet.
Not even. By the way, I had to go seek this fight out. I had to go walk down an alley and Twitter go, hey, I heard some noises going down here. Where did Jay go?
At Dan Soder.
Oh, come get some, Shannon.
I mean,
I made a kissy noise. By the way, I kissed my fist. That wasn't a misogynistic kiss or a cat call. That was me saying, I think we were talking about tit fucking, and I made a joke about older women, tit fucking an older woman with soft tits. Because, by the way, I've done that, and that's what happens. And I like it. I like soft tits.
Yeah, but our thing is it's so personal to make change your type of comedy.
For what?
And our favorite thing was like, and so when Soder, and it's finally what broke that, because, I mean, when I spoke to Soder, I mean, I was still fucking, that was like a pacing outside my house, smoking cigarettes.
You were goosed up.
Soder goes, that was me that said it. He goes, and how great is it that it seems like when you see it looks like your voice should go with my body more?
Yeah, I go, my voice goes with your face way more than it goes with my own face. So then she heard that, and she's like, yeah, that gruff guy with the fucking beard and the nose ring. And then I'm
probably
like,
him.
That clean cut light voice
clear.
asshole. Nothing.
And you know what's great about that? What's great about it? It's so specifically not you. Tells me she likes you and was just thought it was me. It's not. I'm not saying she likes you in a sexual way or anything like that. Whatever it is, like because she let me. It was a show of the two of us.
It's our show.
It's our show. Our names are both said twice. Yeah. She leaves you totally out of it.
Completely.
So she thinks she loves everything you say, or at least like doesn't hate anything you say, and turn this attack 100% to me. And I fought the dog fight for you. So you know what turns out, Soder?
Yeah.
I'm your Huckleberry. I jumped in your fight there, White Earth.
And by the way, you know what's funny? It would have been funnier if she was like, and your special wasn't special. Well, what? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my, that's me. So yeah, she
Shannon Marvel, take a swipe and fucking there it is, play it.
It's 2 minutes. Is it further in this?
No, it's not 2 minutes. It's gonna be right here. This is Shannon thinks she's gonna be fighting with me.
I didn't think you had it in you.
And there comes
I'm your Huckleberry.
You're no Daisy.
Shannon,
you're no Daisy. You're no Daisy.
You're no Daisy at all.
You're no Daisy at all.
Just doing the fucking zombie walk. You're no Daisy.
Yeah, here's the thing, man. Listen, if you don't like the words we say, you got this great option in the United States called turning the fucking channel. It really is.
Sirius XM is
there's hundreds
of
world
channels. Of entertainment. There's religious channels. You won't hear anything about soft tits there.
And trust me, I've been in the same room as Joel Osteen. It is haunting. But, he talks to God, so listen to him.
There's plenty of non-offensive. There's an 80s rock station that plays a commercial every 7 songs. That's amazing.
You know what? Let's just cool down. Let's cool down. Let's take a quick break. Isabella's going to pick some dope-ass tunes for us.
We're just coming back to say goodbye. At this point, we got to get a live read in. That's why we're doing this. Got to pay the bills until Comedy Central fires me. Yeah. Sorry, Comedy Central, but it had to be done. Thank you, Dan, for standing behind me. We'll be right back, everyone. It's the Bonfire. I feel okay with all that.
Great.
Up top.
Beautiful.
This is 60-0 Jay sitting with 0-60 Dan. And you guys know summertime is packed with things to do. And with so much going on, it's easy to let sleep slide and take a back seat. That's why I love our sleep number beds. Or it sounds like me and Soder sleep together.
But that's fine because you can actually have ideal comfort on either side.
It's possible. Put one side at 75, the other side at 55.
You know my style.
I know your sleep number. This is the only bed that is clinically proven to improve sleep quality, even when I sleep a little less than I should. I'm getting quality sleep, so I wake up rested, ready for a day of fun. My sleep number, such a fun way to put it. My sleep number setting again 75. Dan's 55, right? You're staying steady 55?
Oh, steady 55.
The sleep number bed lets me choose my ideal firmness and change it. Each side adjusts, making it the perfect bed for couples. With optional Sleep IQ technology, it tracks your sleep so you know what to adjust for your best quality sleep. Like your sleep number setting. In fact, according to Sleep IQ research, people who adjust their sleep number settings are 58% more likely to have improved sleep quality. So maybe I should switch it up. Give it a whirl.
Maybe. Try
that tonight. My sleep number setting right now is 75, but that might change tonight. Starting at only $1,099.98. No better sleep. Sleep number beds and Sleep IQ technology are only available at any of the 500 Sleep Number stores nationwide. Find one near you by going to sleepnumber.com and be sure to tell them Jay and Dan from the Bonfire sent you.
I'm Doug Benson, and this is The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Oh, DJ Rocky in the building.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj. It's the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. All the tunes today picked by Isabella, the daughter of the lovely Big J. Oakerson. I'm Dan Soder. That's right, the guy with the deep voice and the baby face. That's the one that's making the soft tip jokes.
If you want to hate that way.
Yeah, hate this way, and this sweet big chin. Big J. Oakerson going to be at the Improv in Pittsburgh this weekend. That's Thursday through Sunday, the 23rd through the 26th. Tickets at bigjcomedy.com. And again, Big J's 1 hour special, live at Webster Hall. Fucking fantastic. Premiered on Friday. Tomorrow, it comes out on iTunes. June 21st. cc.com/download. Go make sure you get that.
All this hullabaloo about my special because it was just this weekend. Let's not forget that Dan Soder laid down some hot tracks. The Aurora Kid. Our special, not special, is available right now for download as a special and as an album on iTunes. Check that shit out. Follow us at The Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Christine will keep you up to date with everything we're doing.
As always, we love you guys. Thank you for listening. We love the crew. We love everybody.
I love everybody.
Except for those that run us with some bullshit-ass argument.
Except Mara E. At MARAHE on Twitter. But I'm not a fan of her.
That's
but,
Jay's
whatever.
beef. My beef, I don't like rainy days.
And hard tits.
And hard tits. I like soft tits.
We love y'alls.
We'll see you Wednesday.
It's the Bonfire.
Maybe we won't. We will.
We'll find out.